Hey, a lot of folks store their Blackstone for a couple weeks, maybe all winter. Today, I'm gonna show you how I like to prepare my griddle for an extended storage. Hey, let's go. That's some good groceries. So I just got done filming a few episodes and the griddle is kind of nasty. I'm not gonna cook on it for a couple weeks, so I thought this would be a great time to go over kind of like storing a Blackstone and kind of what I do. Now, I know I'm not in any of the northern places, Michigan. We got some folks in Canada, it gets really cold there. But you know, the thing is still about the same, okay? So I'm just gonna take my scraper and just kind of remove, this is kind of like cleaning 101 really. For the most part, with a little bit more attention to detail. So I want to make sure I get all the stuff on the top. I want to make sure I get it nice and clean. Now, if you got something like this, you want to take, that's like a spatula holder. Go ahead, clean that, put it in the dishwasher. That's what I like to do. So we got a lot of the excess stuff off. Now I'm just going to come in with some water. All right, so we got a little bit of water down, and that's the glory about the Blackstone. I don't have the temperature at a real high, flame here. I got everything on low, matter of fact. And all I'm trying to do is just trying to get the big stuff up off of the griddle top. All right, just kind of push everything back. Now, I went over, this is like a cleaning kit. You get these over at Lowe's. I really dig this. Comes with some pads like this. It's actually got a little tool that goes to it, but I'll just take my spatula, and this right here helps just kind of get a little bit better at the top than just the water. And you can see it's already got some stuff. If you got some really stubborn stuff, I don't really have much. It gets used a lot. I don't really have any bad spots to really, that was second time and it don't look that bad. You could take they got like, it's a grill block, also comes in that set, and that right there will really kind of get at it. If you got a lot of like uneven like seasoning or oil that's kind of polymerized or hasn't polymerized the best in the world, this is kind of a good way to get at that too. And because if not, it gets moisture in there and it could fester and it could rust up a little bit. All right, now just gonna come in and get some paper towels, and I'm just gonna get all the excess, kind of the big stuff right off of the top. Trying to really focus in on those corners. A lot of stuff likes to hide out in those. There we go. You kind of see, right here, I got some unevenness right there, so I could probably benefit from the grill brick. But, I'm not storing it for very long. If you're going real long, I would spend a little bit more time, maybe get a grill brick and then put a few coats of seasoning on it. But this right here is just fine for me. One other thing that you also want to consider is maybe taking this scour pad and maybe going along the sides, kind of up under just a little bit. It's hot, so be careful. And then, really trying to get some of that grime, grease, all that kind of good stuff. Then it's taking your paper towel and then drying it. You also want to pay attention to where, the rear grease right down here. You want to make sure you try to get it nice, and it's kind of the stuff kind of runs up under. All right, this right here looks pretty good for me. Maybe before, true grilling season, in spring, maybe we kind of get at it with the grill brick. Maybe that's another episode. But as you can see, it's not real dirty, but it does see a lot of use. So the main thing now, don't get at this now with oil. The top still needs to dry. You want to make sure you have the driest surface possible. So we're gonna let this dry off for another minute or two on this low heat. All right, I would say we are nice and dry right now. Don't see any moisture anywhere. Now I'm just going to take a nice terry cloth here, and I want to get some of this griddle seasoning and conditioner. This is from Blackstone, and I just want to put a nice small even coat on all sides here, back, this side, front side. Try to get up under there, and you also want to get the back as well. And listen, we're trying to prevent that little bit of like surface rust, okay, from when you don't use it a whole lot. All right, now I got a nice coat of this griddle seasoning and conditioner down. I do like to come in and I got just some spray. This is Blackstone spray. You can use Pam, you know, whatever, off-brand stuff, whatever. And you want to coat it pretty heavily, all sides, and then even, you know, this back, okay? I'm gonna cut the griddle off. We don't want it to season. We're just wanting to protect here, okay? Because listen, the oil, having all this oil will definitely help rust to not form. Now mine, I took it off the hinges for video purposes. So, and I'm gonna put the top on it. I'm gonna take your grease cup off. I'm gonna store, go over, throw your cup away. You know, wipe this out really, really good. I keep cups in it all the time, so it's really, really clean. And I'll just kind of maybe put it, you can put it inside, or this, we have a drawer down here, and I'll just stick it in there. But be sure to also, you know, get this back area really, really good. You know, make sure it's coated with oil, because it will rust on you as well. Listen, the main thing here is get it clean, oil it really good on all places, keep it dry. Some people will also get like a soft cover as well. You know, you got this, go ahead and put a soft cover, especially in some of these big snow elements up in like Michigans and things like that. But for me here in North Carolina, I don't have to worry about that. Plus I'm under a covered deck here too. So keep it clean, keep it oiled, and you should be good to go. Hey, I appreciate you stopping. Hope you gained some knowledge from this and gave you some tips on how to store your Blackstone for an extended period of time. Hey, I'm Hussey, and that's some good groceries.